Hello! Welcome to my video on how to make an asymmetrical floral arrangement. Just to put it out there, I am not a professional, but this is how I learned to make a bouquet. A quick tip is when you're picking out your flowers, you want to pick out a focal flower. That will be your centerpiece of your arrangement. I picked out roses since Valentine's Day is coming up, but there are tons more you can choose from. What I just did is I put the rose onto the stool by the vase, and I did that so that I could judge how tall the flower is so I could see how much I wanted to cut off. Make sure when you're cutting, try to cut it at an angle because it just helps keep the flowers fresh for longer. After I was happy with the height, I took off the leaves. I recommend taking off leaves that would stay under the line of the vase's opening because having leaves in the vase can cause flowers to go bad when the leaves start to decay. The next thing I'm going to do is put in my accent flower. In this case, my accent flower is also going to be used as the tall piece in my arrangement. Because of this, I just wanted to get one in just to have some structure or to have a guideline when I'm cutting my roses. Again, I will end up tearing off a majority of the leaves. Don't be scared to rip off the leaves, just rip them off. Another thing you'll see me do a lot is go back and adjust the flowers. Floristry is an interesting art because nothing you place is set in stone. You can always go back and fix something, or if you're unhappy with what you made, you could just start over. Floristry also gives you lots of chances for variety and creativity. I mentioned your focal flower will be your centerpiece, so basically any large flower will work. Some examples would be tulips, sunflowers, lilies, zinnias, and tons more. Now for the sake of time, I will fast forward until I've gotten all of my roses in. You want all of your focal flowers in first. Now that there's a brief pause, let's talk money. A florist will charge anywhere between $40 to $70 for a dozen of roses. This ensemble that I made, including the vase, was only $23, so give it a try. Even if you don't use it as a gift, it is still a relaxing hobby to have. As you see, I'm just cutting all the roses and getting them in there. Cutting flowers will be the majority of the process. There are professional floral shears that you can buy, but if you're like me and only have normal scissors, those will work fine too. Alright, that was my last rose, so now I'm going to put in my secondary flower. Another tip is when you put your flowers in the vase, try spinning the vase around just to make sure that you aren't neglecting any areas of your ensemble. Your secondary flower can be one type of flower or multiple. Some examples of secondary flowers could be snapdragons, daisies, peonies, and many more. Now I'm just going to put in all my secondary flowers. After I finished putting in all of my secondary flowers, I moved to my fillers. I already put in some as an example of where you might want to place them. I am using baby's breath, but you can also use forages like fern's leaves or holly. Some examples of popular floristy flowers for fillers would be heather, lily of the valley, and baby's breath. When using fillers, put them anywhere there is a gap. This will help elevate your arrangement and make it look professional. Try not to cover your centerpieces, but seriously, anywhere there's a gap, anywhere, put in your filler. After putting in all of my fillers, this was my end result.